Okay, so good morning, everybody. So for today's workout, I'm Kimberly Whittington, former personal trainer, and now I work with Achieve Tahoe. And so today we're doing a full body workout, but we're also finishing up 1,000 squats. So we've been doing 200 squats each week leading up to this week. And so this week we'll be doing 200 squats, and that'll complete our 1,000 squats to Christmas. So we are going to be meeting next Monday, but so this will complete all of our squats. So we're going to do 10 exercises, and then we're going to take a short break, and then we're going to do all of those exercises one more time. So 2 circuits of 10 exercises. The first 7 are standing, and the last 3 are on the mat. So we're going to start with a little warm up here, and then we'll just jump right in. So for today's workout, you're going to need a mat and then a pair of light weights and a pair of a little bit heavier weights. So I have 3s and 8s. If you want to use even lighter weight or no weight, that's totally up to you. So we're going to start with some big arm circles backwards. We do have some shoulder press today. So just to kind of give you a heads up, we have shoulder press and a deltoid raise. So depending on what weight you would like to use for those, you can grab that weight now. We do have some compound squat movements. So we'll be doing squats with a shoulder press. So you can always just eliminate the shoulder press if that doesn't work for you. So let's go arm circles forward. So try to get those circles as big as you can. And now let's go arm swings. So we're going to go across in the front and open up that chest. I'm really excited because I have some really great core work to do today that we haven't done in quite a while. So our last 3 exercises will be on the mat and they'll be all core work. So lots of squats and core today. Let's go palms up. So same movement, palms up. Really try to swing those arms open so you're opening up your chest. And then we're going to step our feet apart. And we're going to bring our hands above our head and then opposite hand to toe. Or hand to shin. So really try to get a good twist. You can also look behind you when you come down, and that'll help you hold forward just a little bit more. Three, 2, and 1. And now what I call windmill stretch. So we're just twisting, looking over our shoulder. You can lift your heel if that feels good. So in our warm-up, we're just going to do a few squats to try to warm up our quads a little bit. Sorry, my mat's moving on me. 3, 2, 1. So we're going to do 3 squats into butt kickers, okay? So we're going to go 1, 2, and 3. And so not jogging, because we do have some, obviously, squats. And we also have butt kickers in our workout. So we're just trying to warm up our quads. So don't go too crazy yet. We have an hour of working out to go. So try to kick your heel as close as you can to your butt. 3, 2, and 1. So now while our feet are apart, we're going to come down into the center and we're going to reach out in front of us and we're going to go 1, 2, 3. So my hands are forward, then they're in the middle, and then they're behind my heels. So let's do that a few times. So you're kind of just bouncing, trying to open up the back side of the body, lengthen the glutes, the hamstrings. Let's do it a couple more times. So we're going forward, middle, back, forward, middle, back. One more time. Forward, middle, back. And into, arm circles. So big arm circles backwards. Three, two, one. Same movement, forward. And if it feels good to cross your hands in the front, that's fine. We're just trying to warm up our shoulders. 3, 2, 1, and hands out and across in the front. Palms are up, facing the ceiling. We're gonna go same movement, palms facing down. Now face your palms toward the floor. So step those feet apart. We're gonna go hands above the head, opposite hand to toe, alternating. Look behind you when you fold forward. For 3, 2, and 1. So we're gonna go into those 3 squats with some butt kickers. So 3, 2, and 1, right into butt kickers. Our 1,000 squats are just in time for all the snow that we got last night. So if anybody's going skiing, although I think you have to make a reservation. So if you haven't done that, you're probably not going skiing. There's 3, 2, 1, and then feet far apart, or not too far apart, but apart. And we're gonna go forward, middle, and back. Forward, middle, and back. So just slightly bouncing. Forward, middle, back. 2 more times. Forward, middle, back. Again, forward, middle, back. Okay, so I hope everybody's warmed up. We're going to start with squats. So we're doing split squats to start. And so, there's tons of different ways to do squats and lunges. So it's actually, sometimes this is called a static lunge, but it's also called a split squat. So we're going to start with 1 foot forward and 1 foot back. But from this position, I'm not going to move my feet. All I'm going to do is drop straight down into that lunge or split squat and then come back up. So we're going to do 12 on each side. So if you need a wall, grab a wall. Make sure that you're standing up nice and tall. So I'm not folding forward here. I'm just dropping straight down, right? So we're going to start with 12. So 12 on the side. So 12. Whoa, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. So if you're having a hard time balancing here, I'd like for you to grab a chair or a wall because I want you to really focus on the exercise. And we'll do some balancing stuff a little bit later. So let's go 2 more. 2, and 1. So we're going to step our feet together and then step the opposite foot back or forward. So basically opposite foot forward, right? So dropping through the hips, come down into that lunge. 1, 2, 30. We'll do 13 on this side because I don't want to short us any of our 1,000 squats. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice. Okay, so basically what I've done today is I'm alternating squats with a cardio exercise. So for our next one, it's a standing knee to elbow or crunch. So from here, I'm gonna have my hands up on my head and I'm gonna cross my body, trying to get my knee as close as I can to my elbow. And I'm going to time us for 1 minute. So you can go as slow or as fast as you want, okay? So hands are up above the head, up on the head. We're gonna go now. So really trying to pull that knee in, bring it up to the elbow if you can. If this is easy, you can speed it up, but really focus on the movement. So here I'm squeezing my abdominals, bringing my knee up to my elbow. I'm not folding forward, so I'm still standing up straight. So keep going. We have about 20 seconds. So alternating, left, right. Squeeze, try to get that knee up. 4, 3, 2, and 1. So we have squats with a shoulder press. So I'm gonna use no, I'm gonna use 2 weights for this actually. So if you wanna use weight, you can. If you don't need to use weight. The exercise is gonna look like this. So my feet are at least hip width apart, right? So I'm gonna squat down and then I'm gonna curl and press, okay? So I'm gonna squat, curl, and press. So we're gonna do 25. So this will take a couple minutes, but do the best that you can. And if you can keep up with me, great. If you can't, slow it down. Do what works for you. If you don't want to use weight, just set the weight down. If it gets too heavy, put the weight down, right? So from here, we're gonna squat, curl, and press. So this is a compound movement. So we're doing more than one thing, right? So we're squatting, curling, pressing. So lots of different muscle groups here. So that's 3, 4. So if you can't squat down very low, that's fine. Mini squats are good. If you want to eliminate the squat, you can. And you could just do curls and press. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So try to keep those elbows tucked in to the side. So I'm not letting my elbows splay out. Keep them tucked into your side. Yep. 15, 10 more to go. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Try to think about keeping your chest facing up. Again, try not to fold forward. All right, last 3 together. Here we go. 3, 2, and 1. Whew. That was good. Okay, so setting our weight down, we're gonna go right into butt kickers. So remember we did this in the warm-up, but instead of just stepping like this, if you can, we're gonna jog, okay? So if jumping doesn't work for you, you can do more of a static butt kicker, but ideally we're getting our heart rate up, and I can keep talking. Okay, so we're gonna start butt kickers in 3, 2, 1. So here, jogging in place, lengthening quad muscle, right? If you don't like this exercise, you can always change it. So do what works for you. There's something jingling behind me. Keep it going. For 15 seconds. Almost there. Keep moving. Get that heart rate up. For 3, 2, and 1. Whew. All right. So we're going to be doing a lateral lunge or a lateral squat, right? So from here, I'm going to bring my feet as far apart as I possibly can, because I'm going to do one side at a time, right? So I'm going to squat on my right, and so what that's going to look like is the knee comes over the toe, and I squat down. See how I can't go as far as I would with a traditional squat, but I'm coming down, trying to get my quad as parallel as I can to the floor, and then up. So we're going to do 12 on the right, 13 on the left, and then we'll switch that up. Okay, so catch breath. Feet are pretty far apart, so even farther than a sumo squat, right? And if your toes point out just a little bit, that's fine. What I want you to focus on is keeping your chest up. So when you squat down, if you start to do this, don't go as low. Maybe it's just looking like that, right? So let's start here. 12 squats on our right, so feet are apart, yep. And we're gonna go squat, 1, 2. I like to keep my hands up in front of me, keeps my chest up. 4, 5, so my feet are staying in the same spot, so my feet are not moving. 4, 3, 2, and 1. So not moving my feet. Now I'm going to go to the left, okay? 13. So left, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. Awesome. Good, bring your feet together. So for the next one, this might be challenging for some of us, but I really want you to do the best that you can, okay? So what we're gonna do here is I'm gonna start on one side of my mat. I'm not gonna use my mat because it's kind of slippery on my floor, but if you are on your mat, you're gonna start on one side of it. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hop to the other side, and then hop back. So each time I hop, I'm crossing my leg behind me and then going to the other side, right? Okay, so we're gonna do this for a minute. Again, if this doesn't work for you, feel free to change the exercise, okay? So ideally, what we're doing with this one is getting our heart rate back up, okay? So we're really burning as many calories as we can when our heart rate is high. So starting on one side, we're gonna jump, and cross the leg behind you, make sure you have plenty of room. So you don't have to go super far. You don't have to jump all the way across the room. And I don't want to kick my Santa. If you'd rather do jumping jacks or running in place, you can do that. But here, it's kind of fun to challenge your balance, right? So I'm hopping, I'm only tapping my toe behind me. So I'm really trying to stabilize on the left, stabilize on the right. Try not to fold forward too much. Standing up nice and tall. Let's go 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. All right, so our last squat exercise for today is a regular squat with a deltoid raise. So, feet are hip width apart, maybe a little bit more if that's comfortable for you. And the exercise is gonna look like this. So I'm gonna squat down, and when I squat down, my arms are gonna come up. So I have 3s. That's pretty heavy actually for a deltoid raise, especially for 25. So if you don't wanna use weight and you just wanna lift your hands, or if you even have your water bottle and you wanna hold your water bottle and do the same thing, that all works. So from a different view, I'm gonna show you again. So I'm gonna squat down, arms come up. Okay, so we're going to 25. All right, 1, 2, 3. Try to keep your gaze up. So look at the wall or out in front of you. It'll help you stay upright. If your arms start to get tired, you can just do the squat part. That's 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, and 100. All right, so go ahead and put your weights down. You will need one weight. So we're gonna move to our mat. Pull it back here so you can see me. And let's see here. Yes, you'll just need one weight. So it's up to you what you want your weight to weigh. But so we're gonna be doing a crunch with a press and then some Russian crunches. So I'm using an 8. 5's good. We're gonna go to, let's actually, we'll go to 20 for the first one. So this is a crunch, but from here, so lying on my back, my feet are flat on the floor. And then from here, I'm gonna press up and try to press this weight over my knees. So from here, can you see me? Yeah. Okay. So from here, I'm gonna press, weight comes over my knees, and then back down. So the weight shouldn't really be over your face in case you drop it. Really, the weight should stay over your chest. We're gonna go to 20. So feet are flat on the floor. From here, press 1, 2, 3. So if I'm going too fast, just keep moving. Go at your own pace. Maybe I'm going too slow. Really think about squeezing the abdominal muscles and pressing that weight high above the knees. So you're lifting the weight with your abs. Lost count. Let's go 10, 9. Really lift those shoulder blades up off the floor. Push the weight over the knees. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Whew. Okay, so we're not putting our weight down. All we're doing is sitting up. So this is called a Russian crunch. Not really sure why, but it is. So from here, I'm going to bring my toes up off the floor. So I'm only letting my heels touch the floor. My knees are bent. And then from here, I'm going to hold the weight with both of my hands just like this. And then I'm going to lean back. So I'm going to lean back. So without tipping over. So if you start to tip over backwards, you're leaning back too far, okay? So from here, while I'm leaning back, my back is flat, my chest is open. And then I'm going to alternate to the left, to the right. So just like this. Okay, we're going to go to 20. Okay, so grab your weight. Heels are on the floor. Lean back. We're going to go 20, 19, 18. So each side is 1. Keep moving. Lean back a little farther if you can. Squeeze your feet together. Squeeze your knees together. Squeeze your abs. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, set the weight down. Last exercise for today. We're going to go on to our stomachs. So we worked our abs, and now we want to work our spinal erectors, right? So we want to keep our spine nice and strong so that we sit up straight. It's kind of what holds us up, right? So we're going to put our hands behind our head. So sometimes we do Superman where our hands are out, but for today's exercise, we're going to do a back crunch. So lying on your stomach, toes are on the floor. I'm going to put my hands behind my head, and then I'm going to crunch up. So it's not a really big movement, but you should be trying to lift your chest up off the floor. And if your feet come off the floor, that's fine, but you don't necessarily have to do that. So we're going to go to 20. Okay, that's kind of a lot of these. So if it gets to be painful, just stop. So hands behind the head. 1, 2. So I'm bringing my nose to touch the floor, and then I'm crunching back, keeping the chest open. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So get the chest up if you can. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Whew. All right, so if it feels good, you can press back into child's pose. We're going to take about 2 minutes here, and then we're going to start our second round. So not a ton of recovery time, but I think enough to shake some things out and make our way to standing again. So we're going to start in our split squat, but grab a drink of water, stretch if you need it. Make sure your weights are out of the way, so you're not going to trip on them. So this circuit's going to go just a little bit faster, just because now we're familiar with the exercises, so I'm going to speed it up just a little bit. I always seem to take more time than I think I'm going to, or maybe I just talk too much, I don't know. Either way, so we have about 30 seconds, so finish up your water. We're going to start again in our split squat. So it doesn't matter which side you start with, we're going to do both sides. One side we're going to do for 13. We'll start with the first side for 13. So I'm doing my left leg forward to start. So get in that split squat. Looks like everybody's almost here. So we're going to go ahead and start. So drop your knee straight down for 1, 2, chest should be up, gaze should be forward and in front of you. Don't look at your toes. Grab a wall or a chair if you need it for balance. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. I'm going to step my opposite foot forward or back. So now I'm on my right side. I'm going to go to 12. So dropping straight down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, standing crunches. So hands come up on your head. We're going to go opposite knee to elbow, just like this, for 1 minute. Ready, and go. So you can go fast or slow, really squeezing your abdominals, bringing that knee as high as you can, touching your elbow, if you can make that happen. If you have balance issues, you can always do one side at a time. Maybe you do 10 and then switch. So you'd be just staying on one side like that. Make sure you're not folding forward. I'm bringing my knee up to reach my elbow, not my elbow down to reach my knee, right? So I'm not folding forward. 10 seconds. We'll do 5 together. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, so our 3-in-1 exercise for today. So for this one, we're going to squat, curl, press, 3 exercises. All right, so feet are at least hip width apart. Ready, set, go. Squat, curl, press. Squat, curl, press. So bear with me here. These Take a while. I'll count in fives so we don't lose count. So this is 5. So press high. If I'm going too fast, slow down. And this is 10. Chest is up. If the weight gets too heavy, drop it. Squat, curl, press for 15. Almost there. After this round, that'll complete 150 squats for today. Should feel pretty good about that. 20. Last 5 together. 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Whew. Nice work, guys. All right, let's stretch out our quads a little bit with butt kickers. So we have 1 minute of butt kickers. Again, if you don't like butt kickers, do something else. Get your heart rate up. This is kind of our last push, right? So we're over halfway done with the exercises. So we're going to start here in 3, 2, 1. So I'm doing butt kickers. You can do something else. But I think that this one really helps with loosening up our quads a little bit. A little bit over halfway. Keep moving. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Whew. All right, so lateral squats. This one's nice because we're not going to be moving really fast, so you can catch your breath. Remember, a lateral squat is feet pretty far apart, farther apart than a sumo squat, right? I'm going to focus on one side and then the other. So for this round, I'm going to start with my left, and I'm going to do, did I do 13 on my left last time? I think so. So I'm going to do 12 on my left and 13 on my right to make 25, right? So we're going to start here. Go as slow as you need to. We're starting on the left. I'm going to squat down, chest stays up. 1, 2, 3. Really helps to have your hands out in front of you and not on your waist. When your hands are on your waist, kind of encourages you to fold forward, which is not what we want. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. So feet stay in the same spot, moving to the right for 13. 1, 2, 3. Do the best you can. If you can't get super low, that's totally fine. This is good too, right? So kind of mini squats. I've lost count. How about 7, 8, 9, 10, 3 more, 3, 2, and 1. Nice. Okay. Oh yeah. So, remember last time we're going to start on the right or the left, and we're hopping over to the other side. So again, another cardio exercise to get our heart rate up. This one doesn't work for you, change it. So starting with my feet together, I'm going to hop to the right. My toe comes behind me to balance, right? And then the left. So back and forth for 1 minute. Ready, and go. Make sure you have plenty of room so you don't hit your weights. You don't have to hop really far. So the idea is that we're getting our heart rate up, right? You want to go run around the block, you can do that if it only takes you a minute. So again, think about balancing and stabilizing on that left or right leg, tapping the foot behind you. We're almost there. It really helps balance if you find something and focus on it. So whether it's a spot on the floor in front of you or a vase somewhere. 3, 2, and 1. Okay. Last round of squats. 25 squats, and we've made it to 200. Whew. Okay. So remember, this one is a squat with a deltoid raise. If the deltoid raise doesn't work for you, focus on the squat. If the squat doesn't work for you, focus on the deltoid raise, right? So we're gonna go to 25. So here, palms are facing down, squat, arms come up, hands come up for 1. So again, I'll count in 5s. So you just continue to squat, continue to move. That's 5. Arms come up parallel to the floor. It's 10. That's 15. Keep moving. We're really close. You guys got this. That's 195, 196, 197, 198, 199, and 1,000 squats. You guys are awesome. We did it. 1,000 squats to Christmas. And we still have 1 more Monday to go. Okay, we're gonna make our way down to the mat. Last 3 exercises. Make sure you have your weight. All right, so sitting on our mat, we're gonna come all the way down to our back. So just like this, feet are flat on the floor. Pull your heels in close to your butt. Arms or hands come up. Weights over your chest. We're gonna crunch for 25 Weight comes over knees for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Really think about pushing the weight high, lifting your shoulder blades up off the floor. This is we're almost done here. So only a couple more exercises. So don't hold anything back. That's 10. Keep moving. This is 15. Let's do 5 together. So push up, lift, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. So come up onto your bottom. Now, instead of having our feet flat on the floor, we're going to pull our toes toward our body, heels on the floor. Holding the weight just like this. We're going to lean back, Russian crunch for 1, 2, 5. Lean back a little bit more. 7, 8, 9, 10. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. All right, set the weight down, move to your belly. So here, hands come behind the head, toes push into the floor. So I'm gonna, lift my chest for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Really, really try to lift that chest off the floor. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, so we're going to start our stretching with child's pose. So we're going to go knees apart, feet together. Here we're going to bring our chest toward the floor, sit your butt toward your heels, walk your hands forward. If you can, bring your your forehead to rest on the floor. Take a couple deep breaths here. And before we move out of this position, I'm going to have you guys walk your hands to the right and walk your hands to the far right. Put one hand on top of the other and then kind of sink into that and open up your side body here. Again, take a couple deep breaths, and each time you breathe out, think about bringing your forehead or your chest a little bit closer to the floor. And then we're going to walk our hands to the other side. Couple deep breaths. All right. So we're actually going to stand and finish our stretches standing. And we're going to start with quad stretches. So if you can grab the top of your foot and pull it up, great. If you need a wall, please find a wall. Push your hips forward slightly, stand up nice and tall. Make sure that you're bringing your quad back to be parallel with the opposite quad, right? So here, my quads should be in line with each other. And then we're going to go to the opposite side. So grabbing the top of the foot. And if you're not holding a wall, again, if you pick something like on the floor or the wall to look at, it really helps you focus and balance a little bit better. So we're not so wobbly, right? Ooh, like me right now. Focus. 3, 2, and 1. We're going to do some toe touches again. So feet are pretty far apart. We did this one in the beginning. We're going to do it again. So remember, forward, middle, and back. So hinging at the hips, forward, middle, back. If you can't touch the floor, that's fine. Maybe you're here. You're still doing the same movement, right? So you should be a little bit more warmed up now, right? So maybe you're a little bit more flexible. Maybe you can reach the floor, maybe not. Let's do a couple more. Front, middle, back. Front, middle, back. One more time. Front, middle, back. And before we're done stretching, because I don't want to take too much time, we're going to do quad stretch one more time. After all, 1,000 squats is quite a few. So we're going to grab the top of our foot, quad stretch one more time on each side. And then I will unmute everyone. Congratulate you on your 1,000 squats for Christmas. Who knows though, maybe we just do 1,000 more squats next Monday. It'll be great. I'm just kidding. We're not going to do 1,000 more squats on Monday. I want everyone to show up, right? So if you haven't switched, go ahead and switch out your legs. And thank you guys. That was not enough stretching, so I encourage you to stretch more. You probably need it.